When most people shop for drill bits, they mainly look at the cutting end. They compare the tip, the coating, maybe the material it's made from. But today, I want to look at the opposite end of the drill bit. The part that never cuts anything, but can make a big difference in how well the bit performs. That's the drill shank. It may seem like a small detail, but choosing the right shank can help prevent slipping, improve control, and make the bit a better match for the tool you're using. The shank is simply the part of the drill bit that fits into the drill chuck. Its only job is to let the drill transfer power into the cutting end of the bit. It doesn't make the hole, it doesn't affect the size of the hole, but if the shank can't hold securely, the cutting end never gets a chance to do its job. The most common style is the round shank. Chances are most of the drill bits you own have one. They're inexpensive to manufacture, they fit almost every drill chuck, and for general drilling they work just fine. If you're drilling a few pilot holes in wood or making small holes in metal, a round shank is usually all you need. The downside is that a round shank can slip. Most of us have experienced it at some point. The bit suddenly stops cutting, the chuck keeps turning, and when you pull the bit out, you find shiny marks or gouges where the jaws spun against the shank. I have one right here that shows exactly what that looks like. The bit is still usable, but the shank tells the story. At some point, the chuck lost its grip. That brings us to my favorite style, the 3-flat shank. At first glance, it looks almost like a round shank, but if you rotate it, you'll notice 3 machined flats. Those flats give the chuck jaws something to push against. Instead of relying only on friction, the chuck has a much better mechanical grip. When I have a choice, especially on larger drill bits, I usually buy the 3-flat version. In my experience, they stay put better, especially when drilling tougher materials or using larger diameter bits. They're not magic. You still need to tighten the chuck properly, but they give the chuck a better chance of holding the bit when the work gets demanding. One thing I want to point out is that this becomes more important as the drill bit gets larger. Tiny drill bits simply don't transmit much torque. Once you get into larger bits, though, the forces go up quickly. That's when a better gripping surface starts to make sense. Another style you may run across is called a reduced shank, often referred to as a silver and Deming shank. This one catches people by surprise because the cutting end of the drill bit is much larger than the shank itself. Why would anyone make a drill bit like that? The answer is simple. Most drill chucks can only open so far. If you own a drill press or hand drill with a 1/2-inch chuck, you can't install a 3/4-inch shank. But you can install a 3/4-inch drill bit if the manufacturer reduces the shank to 1/2 inch. The cutting end is large. The shank is smaller, so it fits the chuck. That's not a compromise. That's exactly what the reduced shank was designed to do. It allows larger drill bits to work in common drill chucks without requiring specialized equipment. You may also see hex shanks. These are very common on driver bits and are becoming more common on smaller drill bits as well. The 6 flat sides allow the bit to lock into quick-change chucks and resist slipping very well. If you use an impact driver, you're already familiar with this design. The main advantage is speed. Bit changes take only a few seconds without needing a chuck key. So which shank is best? Like most things in the shop, there isn't one right answer. If you're drilling everyday holes with smaller drill bits, a standard round shank works perfectly well. If you're buying larger drill bits and have a choice between a round shank and a 3-flat shank, I'd lean toward the 3-flat version. They've served me well, and I like the added resistance to slipping. If you need a large diameter drill bit that still has to fit a common drill chuck, that's exactly where a reduced shank shines. And if you're using quick change tools, a hex shank is probably the right choice. Notice that none of these designs exists because one is universally better than the others. They exist because each one solves a different problem. That's something you'll see over and over in the shop. Good tool design isn't about making one tool do everything. It's about matching the tool to the job. Before we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with 4 questions. I think these are much more useful than memorizing the names of every drill shank you'll ever see. Before buying another drill bit, ask yourself, what power tool will I use it in? What is the largest shank that will fit the chuck? Could this bit slip in the chuck? Is there a shank better suited for this job? Those 4 questions will usually lead you to the right drill bit much faster than buying whatever happens to be on sale or whatever package has the fanciest marketing. The cutting end of a drill bit gets most of the attention, but don't overlook the other end. The right shank won't make a dull drill bit cut better, but it can help your drill hold the bit more securely and make the entire job go a little smoother. And that's what Shop Proven is all about. Understanding why tools are designed the way they are, so you can make better decisions the next time you're standing in the tool aisle. Thanks for watching. There's more to come.